Hi guys. Yeah, it's about that time again, Second part of my Second part of my Spider-Man retrospective part 2. Second part. Okay, I'm actually using that two times, which is kind of weird. Yeah. This is how you do a sequel. This is how you do a sequel right. Holy moly! Sorry, I'm just really putting this movie up to bits because this is one of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all of them. I'm gonna say that, be honest, with all of them, yeah, this is one of my favorite ones out there. Another one is like almost the same level as this one, but I'm not gonna spoil that one, which one it is. This is how you do a sequel right. Oh my god, Sam Raimi. I don't know if he got more freedom to do whatever he wants. I'm just sorry, I'm just looking at the notes here, what I've got. I don't know if he got more like freedom to do stuff, but this movie, everything feels okay. That's like, I can honestly tell you, from a story perspective, there's nothing wrong with this movie. The CG, okay, the effects are better this time. I'll give you that, the CG is better. But still, you have to think this is 2004. Yeah, 2004. You have to think, okay, it's like 13 years ago. I'm saying this right, yeah, 13 years ago. Sorry, really better calculating. It's 13 years ago, guys. So for me to say, oh, the special effects were bad, yeah, that's me like saying, oh, the effects in the 80s were bad because you see the lines from the blue screen. Yeah, for God's sakes, it's the 80s. This is 2004. This is when the CG started to boom, and my God, it showed. There's shots in this movie that was just directed in such a good way. Like, I would go like the first scene. Not like the first, oh, Spider-Man's walking on a scooter and everything, no. The first action scene you see, the action scene, like he stops the bad guys on the car. Holy crap, the shot of him coming down, closing up, finding those little, I don't know, spider balls, I think, like little, to knock the guys out. How that is directed, how he keeps the camera steady to show Spider-Man coming in. That's a steady shot. I would say 100% sure that's an actual effect, a real effect. So, I don't know, stuntman or Tobey Maguire himself doing this, but damn, just from that scene alone, that proves how good this movie is. I'm gonna go line by line. Casting, we got the same cast back. We got Tobey Maguire playing, of course, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Kristen Dunst, Mary Jane, or slash damsel in distress. Sorry. Got James Franco back, of course, Harry Osborn, and we got our, which to me, I have no idea how they're gonna do it in the new movies, but Alfred Molina, I hope I pronounced that right. I hope, because I'm not looking at my notes over here. I hope I pronounced that right. Playing Dark Ark or Dr. Otto Octavius. He's like perfectly cast. I don't know who's the casting agent of these movies, but he's just perfect. I would say even, okay, I'm gonna piss off a lot of comic book fans over here. He's even better than in the comics. Better than in the comics. I would say like his duality in this movie. In the comics, he's like a general bad guy. Oh, I'm bad, I'm evil, I'm a evil villain. But in this, you can see the duality. You see how he shifts, how he wants to do the right thing. And that's what's so important. That's what is so powerful about these movies. The villains. The villains, you should feel them. You should feel their inner struggle. And it shows. He's a really good actor. He's such a strong actor to play this role. I don't know. Even okay, I'm just gonna go back to effects. Even the tentacles. Literally tentacles. There's a mixture, and not everything is CG in this movie. Like, it has a puppetry that's like on wires. That looked amazing. Still looks good to this day. I see nothing wrong with tentacles. It's the practical effect. You see them grabbing his head, which is a practical effect. Pulling off his head, picking something up. That's done by robot. That's done by like people on robot, like controlling the arms. but it's done in such a good way that to me there's nothing wrong in that sense. I would just say like, oh man, these effects are just amazing. I'm sorry, I watched it last night and it was amazing. It was seriously amazing how good the effects in this movie looked. Even sometimes the CG is hokey, but still, it got you excited, it got you going, because this movie is like a roller coaster. An emotional roller coaster, a self-study. My god, Alpha Molina, good casting. You've got Rosemary Harris back. Wish she has more screen time, or more stuff to actually do in this movie, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm such a fan of her, but she's got so much stuff. She even fights Doc Ock. If you see this movie, you see Spider-Man wants to jump towards Doc Octavius, the other side of like the buildings, and you see Doc Ock having behind his back like one of the tentacles, and then the spike comes out. She knocks. I'm not even freaking kidding me. I don't know her age. I'm just gonna check how old she is compared to. Yeah. Holy crap. Okay, I can see how. During her age, she's literally takes an umbrella and smacks Doc Ock right in the face. I mean, right in the face. So she's not afraid to use violence against the bad guy, but she smacks him right in the face. Holy crap, this is one of the things I would say, like, yeah, I love Rosemary Harris because she brings us a fragile side, but also, like, she knows what's right and what's wrong. And that's her strongest point in this movie. She tries to do the right thing so well. Even with the action scene in the bank, when the teller picks up the coin, she literally smacks him so hard, and I'm pretty sure that was maybe too hard because you see an honest reaction, like from the bank teller, from the clerk, I don't know, bank teller, clerk, however you want to call it. Like an honest reaction, like he's shocked, like holy crap, maybe she struck him too hard, maybe this is just not what it meant to be, but yeah, I would say go for it. This movie got it all. Just gonna go by the story. Yeah, you know the story by now. Peter Parker is now Spider-Man. He's great power comes great responsibility. He's finding his way through real life. Like you see, like he's trying to hold on to job as pizza delivery boy, guy, I don't know. Sorry, it's really hard to say boy because Tobey Maguire was like in his 20s, 25 or something during this movie, or 26, I don't know for sure. He was older, and calling him a boy is just weird. Yeah, me saying weird again. Yay! Yeah, he's trying to struggle so much during life. He's going to do a burger, he's doing the pizza delivery thing, which he's got fired from in the first couple of scenes. Sorry, I'm just really thirsty. It's the air in here. And yeah, it shows how much he's struggling. It shows how Tobey Maguire is a really good actor because he's done it so subtle and such in a good way that it doesn't need much saying. He does it in a really good way. Yeah, he's goofy, but hey, guess what? So is Peter Parker. In the comics, he's goofy as hell. Tobey Maguire just shines out of this other ballpark. This is just one of his walls. I would say, yeah, he's a good Peter Parker. Is he a good Spider-Man? Yeah, but it depends on which one you mean. You got the Amazing Spider-Man from the 60s, the classical Spider-Man, and you get the new one, the Ultimate one. There's like a whole range of different kinds of Spider-Man, so for me to say that he's the best Spider-Man is a bit weird because it's like saying, oh, the Doctor is the best Doctor, you know, from Doctor Who, because there's like 12 incarnations of him. Okay, more than 12 because the War Doctor, but you kind of see where I'm going with this. It's like comparing a character to multiple versions of him. It's not, you cannot do that. It's nowhere near possible. So I'm saying like, yeah, he's a good Peter Parker, he's a good Spider-Man to me. Aunt May is a good Aunt May. I'm just gonna see just 2 seconds to see. Yeah, I would say casting wise, they all fit. Except again, I'm sorry, I'm ranting about this, James Franco. I'm sorry. I hope in the newer movies, like with the Tom Holland one, if they're gonna do Harry Osborn this time, please do it right. Please make somebody who actually knows how to do the part right. I don't know if it's a bad actor or it's just badly written. Oh my god, it's like, yeah, he only wants revenge. He only wants revenge. Yeah, for God's sake, we've seen that hundreds of times in Hollywood movies. He wants revenge. Yeah, sure, his dad died. I don't know. His scenes with Tommy Maguire, he's been drunk, he's been angry. It kind of shows that James Franco is not that good of an actor. Maybe it's just me ranting about him, but no, I would say he's the weakest part of this movie, and that's just like 1% of it. I would give this movie a seriously 8.5, 9? 9 out of 10. I would definitely give it 9 out of 10 if it wasn't for James Franco. Because this movie feels perfect to me. Casting, the wife of the was lead Octavius, like the character that played by Donna Murphy. I'm saying this name right? Yes, I am. He's good. He's good. Wow, blew up a moment. But she's good. I love her. I've seen bits and pieces of her in other movies, especially like the 9 Star Trek movie Insurrection. Star Trek Insurrection. She was in there. That's basically the most recognizable role I know her from. She's a good actor. She's a good actress. She just emotes so much with such little grace. She just has this way of hers, like gracefully saying stuff, you know. Yeah. My God. I would say again, J.K. Simmons also brilliant as fuck. Maybe he comes back in the new movies. Like if they ever want to do Jonah Jameson, please bring him back. Borrow him from the DC universe. Bring him back for just, I don't know, a cameo or something. You know, I can't get enough of him. Like the laugh he has in this movie is used by memes, by videos, by Viners, everything. That's used by everyone. Yeah, he's fucking brilliant in this movie. We got also the first hint of Dr. Connors, which he didn't use in the next movie, which I'm gonna address in the next retrospective. But yeah, he's a good actor for Kurt Connors, and it's a shame we didn't get to see the lizard that basically was meant to be in the next movie, but I'm ranting about that too. Okay, I'm casting Willem Dafoe's back for just like a 2-minute cameo. I mean, literally, and not even 2 minutes. I think it's like not even a minute or something. That's basically it. He comes back for a minute. And just checking, have I got everything from the cast? Yes. I have to say, okay, action scenes. I'm going for action scenes. My God, there's so many in this movie. I cannot even choose. The first one with the heist, you know, he's shooting the thing to knock the guys out. Brilliantly shot. You got a new few ones, like the Dark Octavius, like getting his arms like infused. That moment was just brilliant directed. Like, I would say, give all the props to Sam Raimi. People, stop hating on this guy. He done a phenomenal job with this movie. I mean, a really phenomenal job. This scene of just we see Dark Ark becoming Dark Ark, you know, with the tentacles infused to him. It's really well shot. It's like a lot of practical stuff and everything. You see these panels from the wall just ripping itself off the wall, going inside that sun. The tentacles and the shot of the glass. I have no idea how they did it. I think it's CG, but that looks really amazing. Sorry, I got something in my eye. I'm getting emotional with this review. Looks brilliant. Like, holy crap, that looks good. Yeah, this action scenes, they're like a bank heist, which is done brilliantly, like infused with a scene with Peter and Aunt May asking for the loan or the deposit or a new mortgage. Brilliant shot. You got the scene on the tower, the bell clock tower. Holy crap. I cannot give you much space on this scene. I don't want to go too much in spoiler territory. You got this whole long scene on the subway train, which is brilliant. Which one mistake, there's no subway train above ground in New York City itself. You got one in Queens and Brooklyn. So yeah, people saying like, oh, there's a mistake because there's no chance, but it can be like situated in Queens or Brooklyn. Guys, Spiderman lives and May lives in Queens and everything. it can be that, but yeah, that's not Queens. I'm sorry. They're trying to make this action scene inside the city. It kind of drives you away if you know there's no railroad tracks above the city. There's some, but that's not there. Yeah, I would say this movie is just such a good movie. Action scenes, the last action scene, everything. You kind of care for the bad guy. Alpha Molina, perfectly cast, good action scenes. Some a bit hokey because not the action scenes, but some of the moments like, oh, you want to get to him, you gotta go to me. You gotta go to me. You see this guy's just falling together and like blocking Doc Ock, and that's kind of cheesy. It's like the same moment with the first movie on the bridge where they didn't even mention it. Like throwing stuff at the, you want to get to Spider-Man, you gotta throw to us. We're all one New York. It's like, oh god. Okay, that's one of the things that kind of takes me out of the movie. It's like, yeah, we get it. You're New Yorkers. You're all together, but it's done in such an over-the-top way. It's kind of drives you out of that moment because there's a subtle moment before where he's got no mask on and he's like, oh, he's just a kid, he's not older than myself. That's a beautiful moment, and the kids hand him his mask and then the scene comes up. It shit kind of feels totally unnecessary, but yeah, it's basically how this movie is structured. The comedy is good, especially Jameson, of course, talking and everything. Brilliantly lit down. I didn't see the extended cut because I saw it a few years ago and it was too long. I recommend just go with the normal theater cut, the regular form of this movie, because it's good enough. The scenes sometimes draw out a bit too long, but that's just me. Yeah, I would say this movie is a 9 out of 10. Action scenes, top notch. Thrills and excitement, also really well done. There's like a subtle scene, I'm just gonna say this. Script is beautifully done. The script, the dialogue, everything is on point. I would not even say if the new movie Homecoming has come out, or will come out, my god, they got a whole like mountain to climb to get above this movie. I mean a mountain. Not even joking. This movie was just so phenomenal. Like there's a scene with Rosemary Harris says to Peter, like, sometimes you just have to learn how to hold on for just 1 second longer. And the next scene, the action scene we got, is like on the train, where he holds the train up and he tries to hold on just 1 more second longer until the train is safe. Like that scene correlates with that little moment. The little details in this movie are just phenomenal. If you watch this movie multiple times, you see like details you didn't see, like references. No, there's a lot of Easter eggs, but I'm not gonna go through that because they won't be there until tomorrow. But yeah, a 9 out of 10, definitely. Go see this movie. I got no issues with this movie. So casting wise is good, action scene is good, the ending, yeah, it's a shame that he dies. I would say like this trilogy, the villains don't get back from it. It's like, oh, we have to have a tragic end to it. It's like, why? Why? If you want to build up ever Sinister 6 movie or something, how are you gonna do that? Bring him above the water again or something? Yeah. But anyway, this movie is 9 out of 10. It's almost a perfect movie, except the minor details, just minor. Just tiny nitpicking details. But yeah, a 10 out of 10 for me, definitely. I would say that's everything I got to say about this movie. Casting, action, the script was good, everything was good. I'll lead up to the next one. Even, I would say, just a little nod, just tiny one. You see the opening shot of the movie, like that's Mary Jane on the billboard, like a subtle smile of happiness, and then that same smile where she is with Peter Parker and everything, and Spider-Man flies away. Her little smile, and I never noticed it before until somebody said it. The smile just turns into like a sad face, really subtle. Turns into a sad face, like the Graduate scene. When you've seen the Graduate, it's like, oh, happiness, they're on the bus, they're smiling, and then this Simon and Garfunkel song plays on, and you see their faces turn sour, really, really subtle. And that's the same thing in this movie. So yeah, I would say go watch this movie. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch this movie. So the next retrospective will be up next week with Spider-Man 3, and that will end the Sam Raimi one, and then I continue with the other two. So if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I think it's this one, so I'm pointing at this one. I'm hoping it's this one.